This is the Man Philly, and today we're doing a brake job on a 1971 Corvette. So first of all, you'll have to have the brakes, the pads of course, the rotors, and those will be things you already have. I'm installing all brand new things. So let's go ahead and get started. For the rivets, I'm not gonna rivet mine back because what's the point? Once you put the wheel on there, it's just gonna snug it up straight against there, so that isn't enough for me. I have certain rotors that require, this is the front driver's side rotor. So they have to go on a certain side because of these right here. I know I shouldn't have touched that, but I'll have to clean it off later. But how will we put this one? And then you have your first part done pretty much, and then you don't want to put these back, the lug nuts back, to where they don't fall off or keep moving while you're trying to put the brakes on, because you gotta press them pads up against each other. Y'all might have something different than me. Y'all might have it to where y'all have hydraulic fluid or brake fluid in the brake lines and in the cylinders. Okay, so we got our first part done. What we're gonna have to do next is install our brake pads into our brake caliper. So I'm gonna move y'all down so y'all can see this. Sorry for the wiggling. I'm gonna get everything ready. Okay, before you do this, you're gonna want to have some type of brake caliper grease. Any brand is fine. It just needs to be able to slide the pads back and forth. And I'm gonna show y'all how to do that. Okay. This comes with new pins, but these are new calipers, so I'm not gonna use the new pins. I'm just gonna keep those for when I have to do it again. So I'll have a full set of pads. Let me just get them detached here. And carbon fiber ceramic brake pads. Okay. You're gonna get your brake grease, and there's gonna be 4 pistons on the brake caliper. So you're gonna want to, I'm holding a bunch of stuff right here. I want to put it where the pistons are. Wherever it makes contact, you're gonna want to put it. So this one's good. Okay, going for this one next. Right here. It's a little too much right there. You can never have too much, but you want to be neat and you don't want to contaminate the rotor surface. Okay. Slide this one in. Actually, I want to put some on the sides sides of the brake caliper where they touch. Because I had an issue with them getting stuck the first time. So there we go. And for a C3 Corvette, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter which side you put them on as long as you get them on. So I'm gonna... I'm gonna put some on the end of the pins, actually. Just a little bit. I don't think that's gonna do much. Yeah, because it's all gonna collect right there. And then you want to go through the holes of the top of the pads. Okay, yeah, it's got grease on it. That's good. At least it's got some. Put your little pin back in. And then, next thing you're going to want to do is compress your pads in. I'm going to take this plug out so I don't have any resistance. Okay. Now, we're going to put it over okay. So you're going to expand those pads, and then you're going to fit it right over. Those right there. And then you're just going to need to move it to where the holes line up. So let me move this trash out of the way. Sorry I'm in y'all's way, but I got to line this up. Okay, I think that's about good. It's going to be hard to get that to be in the right area. Once the first one goes in, it'll be easier. So it's not on. You are gonna need, for the size, a 5/8 will do the job. Let me put y'all back up so y'all can see this. Okay. Yeah, but all you're gonna have to do is compress the pads back and just, well, that's shorter than I thought it had to be. Yeah, compress the pads back and then get one side on and then just push it on, and then that's how you're gonna be able to get it on, because it's gonna be very hard. You might have to have a brake pad ratchet so it'll actually be easier to do it. But I made this brake line too long, this new brake line. I did full new brake lines up there, and then I did all new. If you're doing a caliper, like if you're doing brake pad work on your C3 Corvette, you're gonna need to check all the hoses, see if they're bent. Not bent, but cracked, because that would be very bad if you ran out of brakes on the highway. So I'm gonna get these holes in, and I'll come back right back to y'all once I get this partially installed. So I'll see y'all then. Okay, I finally got the brakes installed. It took me longer because it didn't have a caliper on here before, and it's been sitting for like 30 years, so it was all rusted on the inside, so it was hard to get it. So I had to put it in, back it out, put it in, back it out. So it took about forever. So I know on the inside of this is supposed to be a drum, like a drum brake system, but I only have that enabled on that side because I don't really want, I'm doing this whole car. I bought everything brand new pretty much, and the drum brakes are just gonna have to wait. The drum brakes are the parking brake, so it'll be available for that side, but I can just put it into park and then it'll be good that way for a while, and then eventually I'll show y'all how to build the drum brakes, rebuild those, and yeah. So on that side, it's gonna be able to compress against this area right here on the inside, but not this side. So as you see right here, I painted the half shafts because I mean they're all rusty, and then everything else was brand new under here, so what would be the point? The updates on this car, in June it's gonna go to fiberglass shop, body shop, and it's just gonna get completely redone on the body and everything be perfect on the outside. And I'm a mechanical type guy, I'm a metal type guy, so having this Corvette, it's difficult because I got to spend a lot of money on fiberglass because I don't know how to do it and I don't want to mess it up and I want it to be perfect. But the best place to go is a restoration shop because they use the right type of fiberglass and everything so you don't fall apart going down the road. But this right here is it's the exact same for the front, except it doesn't have the drum on the inside, and the rotors are the exact same. So if y'all have any questions, leave it in the comments. If y'all like this video, please like it and tell me anything I should have done, and then I might come back and fix it if I missed anything. I'll be attaching this brake line to the caliper in a minute, and then I'll be going to the other side, but that's going to take too much time to do the other side, and I already showed you on this side. And yeah, so this is the exact same for the front. The front just has longer caliper bolts. Make sure you have that in mind. It has wider, these are different than the front calipers because these have a shorter bolt distance and those have a longer bolt distance apart, and also it needs to go through more. So if y'all have any questions, put them in the comments. Subscribe please, because I'm gonna have much more better things for y'all, and I'm gonna make better videos every time I make videos, and I'm passionate about this YouTube. So thank y'all, have a good rest of the day, peace out. Thank you.